done here? They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything.
Alright. Gotta love the Witcher investigating. Also, a nice thing they added with this new update to the game is they removed the fisheye effect on Witcher senses, which I despised. It was so annoying, and it was hard to tell what you're looking at. This is much better.
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Some monsters over there, probably drowners. Sounds like drowners. Don't doubt that it is. Pulling out the silver sword just in case.
Got guests. Careful. Come on.
For the glory of the great for Toussaint! What are these? Scours. Oh boy, scurvers. Where are these? I can't get a good look at their name. I'm moving so fast. Whatever they are, they're not nice. They probably don't. They definitely don't like fire. What makes sense? They look like a type of mutated drowner. Oh my gosh. Okay. So they're more like rot fiends, if anything. They're more like rot fiends, if anything. Because rot fiends explode after too much damage. Oh boy, and I will too if I'm not careful here. Alright, he should explode next. He's gonna explode, look at him. Yep, there we go. Gotta love the exploding effect. Run away! There we go. So it's like a mix of a drowner and a rot fiend.
Let's keep looking.
Clearly. Let's have some dumplings in the meantime. Examine.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
The stench is most fierce.
Footprints. See them? And a rut made by the hull of a boat. Left recently, I'd say.
Interesting. So they were eager to get away.
Dragged some nets onto the bank, then cut them to untangle them. Lot of blood, so the corpse must have been cut up. Quartered, maybe.
It's likely they loaded the body parts onto a boat and sailed off.
Are we to sail down and find the boat then?
Mm-hmm. Gonna dive in, check the other nets. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it.
Okay, makes sense. These things have rot fiend blood, which is valuable, and I will indeed take it.
Came down the river.
We must keep searching.
So that was kind of irrelevant, what we just found there. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of a dive here then. That's just more junk. We don't need that. Can I loot this stuff though? You never know what you might find. All right. And nope, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay, let's see what we got here. Guardsman boots, florins. Always welcome. Linen, wooden spoon. All right, looks like they were gonna have a meal. Handkerchief, monogrammed DLC. Ha! Ha! DLC. I bet he was gonna say, "Man, he's expensive" or something. He's gonna make some crack about how it's expensive, and like he's a dishonest individual or something.
Monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. He needs to know where they took the corpse.
I told you. Monogrammed DLC, a noble accessory, clearly. Accessory, noble accessory. Puns. Don't you love... What was it? There was another thing in the Heart of Stone expansion. I haven't gotten to it in my videos. We'll get to it when we get back to it. But there's a... People made fun of how it was so easy to light the candles incorrectly, like when you're near a quest giver. So you have Geralt picking up a treasure, and he lights the candle next to it, and then he says, "Whoops," and it's in a cutscene.
Guardsman pulled it out,
Funny.
put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Someone's watching us.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
Found a monogrammed handkerchief, a noble accessory. DLC. Ha!
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
This guy's unexpectedly cool.
Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
I trust when we get back on the horse, we'll be able to go a little bit faster. That horse is armored out. Look at that thing. We're gonna get armor like that just for you too, Roach, eh? You happy about that, bro? Oh, this is the end. That's not an inn, that's a fishing hut. Don't tell me that's an inn. Alright, can this guy at least run faster? No, he can't because he's wearing armor. Alright, this may just be the only instance in the entire game where you have to run with or escort someone, and they don't go at your pace.
Be sure to report to Henrietta.
This may just be one of the only instances.
The Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
I could go for some chowder. Man, this Toussaint's pretty. Read, let's read. The Cockatrice Inn. Okay, when originally a while ago when he said by the Cockatrice, I was like, wait, is there a dead cockatrice by the river? And they just let it there for a couple days. Murderous Vandagilders. Starling Stagan, Loth, alias Halfbreed, Filbert Fourfingers, Von Witten. Huh. Familiar for some reason. Probably because I'm so used to playing KOTOR and the one character is Girl on Two Fingers. The one guy you fight. Let's pick up these quests here. New places of interest. Hans base. Vintner's contract. Knight errant in distress. Vineyard infestation. Big feet to fill. Interesting. So there's like mission exclusive type stuff here. Dear customers, wanted the White Wolf. Oh my. Is wanted to serve as a guide. Huh. The Ducal Camerlengo, and that's from the Office of Internal Revenue, the Duchy of Consult, Gwent Tournament. That's right up my alley. Contract for Witchers, Caravan Escort.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
A lot of stuff there. Lots of stuff there, but we did read all of the notice board contracts. Okay, Wine Wars, BELGAARD. Man, I kind of just want to go off and do my own thing, but I gotta stay with Milton here. Milton, what a cool guy. Milton's a cool guy. You know, I have a cat named, or I had a cat named Milton. He died recently, but he's a cool guy. Or you, cool cat. I mean, this guy is a cool cat, but he's a guy, so you know that's the exception. Whatever.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited 2 men to join us, yet since Sir the Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
I'm Geralt.
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir the Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Victim's body, where'd they take it?
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at CORVO BIANCO to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, CORVO BIANCO is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Now, based off of previous games, mostly Witcher 1. There is one thing in Witcher 2 that it's like this, but mostly Witcher 1, because multiple times this happened in the first game. Anytime there is this deadly beast that shows up out of nowhere, and no one seems to have a clue why, it's probably because of a, how would you say, something that changed within the town. Maybe it's the attitudes, the behaviors, the cultural norms of people that have gone way overboard over time to the point of being evil. And this is for a long amount of time, to the point where eventually a curse gets formed and a beast show up as a result of the curse. And, of course, removing it, you can remove the curse, but if the problems that caused it aren't resolved, then eventually it's implied that another curse will replace it eventually. So it's really up to Geralt's discretion how he wants to deal with that. And in other words, that's up to the player's discretion how they like to deal with that in the first game. I won't go too much further into detail, but I have a feeling something is similar with Toussaint. So let's see, the Beast's Divine Punishment.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
Interestingly enough, there's also been instances where, so the guy says it's because the knights have strayed from their old ways, but that, from what is known about curses, at least in the Witcher universe, unless someone casts it, the curse comes into fruition out of something that is undoubtedly evil, something that is inexplicably evil. You know, you can't refuse the evil nature of it. So, unless nothing about what the knights are doing seems evil, seems kind of selfish, but it's not, you know, evil greed to say. What else do people say about the beast?
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaint are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster.
I'll go examine the body.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Milton's a cool guy. I like Milton. Now I'm gonna loot their table. Information for tournament participants. That sounds like it might lead to a quest. Let me see, is it gonna pop up here in the window? Okay. Go to Corvo Bianco and examine the body kept in its cellar. So now, we're doing the Witcher CSI Witcher thing. Here, let me grab Roach. Oh, I can't grab Roach because we walked up here, that's right. If I go over here, I can probably grab Roach. So far, so good. Impressions of expansion, solidly fantastic. We're gonna go off and do our own thing now. Man, this game is beautiful. This area of the world is beautiful. It's fantastic. Love the way it looks. Love the way they rendered it as well. I don't know what's going on with the rendering or the graphical fidelity of this place, but it feels...
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry.
Oh boy. An ominous tone has been set. Corvo Bianco Vineyard. Huh. Should I dodge? Should I burn? Should I do both? Why does it give me these tutorials every time I get on? That's something I have to disable in settings, probably. Do that. Alright, guys, we got this, we got this. I did it! Do I get an achievement? Does a boss come out and try to face me? Was this guy crawling a few seconds ago?
It must still be here.
Oh, so that's what happened. I thought it was like the body, the corpse came alive or some fantastical shit like that. It is The Witcher, so anything's possible. Alright, let's just check here.
Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit.
Multiple victims were slain, not just a knight errant.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws, man-like, except for long fangs. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be.
Geralt loves his Bruxas.
Killed with
Bruxa.
a single blow.
I think there's a cinematic that came out the week the game was released, where Geralt fights a Bruxa. Those things are vicious. What would be fun is if it was a oh god, I don't remember what it's called. There's a beast from the Striga, a Striga. There's a beast from the first game that's a Striga, like what the king's daughter or whatever. King Foltest, his daughter was a Striga. Basically, she's turns into a monster because she's been cursed or whatever, because she was the product of incest. Yeah, this series is crazy.
Woman from the inn was wearing this coat.
Is she responsible, or maybe she's being framed? One of the two.
In the cellar, gotta be.
Or she was killed.
Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart.
Yeah, now that I think of it, maybe it is a Striga. It's got to be a Striga.
Wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand.
Okay, maybe not a Striga. Strigas do not have small hands.
River muck carried the body in this cart.
They're not compensating for anything either. They got small hands. It's not saying anything about what else is going on. Okay, well, she's a woman, so that immediately just seems kind of falsified and stupid. Hold on, before we go down and explore, I want to see over here. There's a door. Locked. Key required. So ideally, the key, we might be able to find it in the cellar. Read the Bruxa and Beastry entry to prepare for the fight. Alright, let me read over this. I don't think... Beast. The Beast of Beauclair. Alright, this is definitely not Bruxa. Maybe it's Freddy Krueger. Starting to seem like Freddy Krueger. Eyewitnesses to gruesome monster attacks always have had a hard time describing the creature in question. The beasts move quickly and often attack at night, while the witnesses are terrified and primarily concerned with fleeing for their lives. As a result, witchers often quite have no inkling what creature they face until they find tracks. News deadly, elusive, fiendishly clever. Anything else he heard was clearly the product of imaginations, fed by fear of a dangerous predator. Oh boy. That would certainly fit the description. Moon dust, vampire oil, black blood, and signs. Okay, I would love to read through this long-ass... Oh, it's not that long. Okay. Let me see what I have in your inventory. I know I don't have all of that. How does that compare? Well, I'm gonna keep the one I have now because it gives us resistance from damage from monsters, so... Let's see here. Food and drink, not much there. Quest items. Wait, no. I want to go over here to potions. Alright. We need that vampire oil, though. Cursed oil. Not cursed, vampire oil. Unless we have enhanced. There it is. Alright. I'm gonna keep that. I keep a mental note of that. Unless I can equip it in my pockets. Nope, I can just apply it on the spot. I can't put it anywhere. And then, what else did it say? Black blood? There's black blood. And then lastly, it said moon dust, right? Northern wind, devil's puffball, dancing star, moon dust. I only have 2 pops of that, but it's alright. 2 pops is all we need. You know, it wouldn't hurt to apply, what is it? The oil now. Because it evaporates based on how often you use it, so there we go, I got that. And then the only thing we need to do is just have, where was it, black blood. It's a shame we don't have the upgraded versions of these, but we should be fine. Wait, what does black blood do? Oh, when they wound him. Yeah, that sounds useful. Alright. We're going to replace that with Thunderbolt. Because that basically takes the function out. It's just exclusive here.
And moon dust.
Yeah.
Could be lifesavers.
Alright, we're good to go. Now let's go kill a vampire type thing. A Bruxa. Bruxa! Bruxa! We get that moon dust equipped. Oh gosh. Down here, right? Yeah. Gotta love the crows overhead.
Footprints. Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs. Broke his neck.
Is that guy still alive or did he just die? Please be alive still. Oh gosh. Didn't take long for his body to get drenched in blood. Let's look around over here. Let me pull out my... Oh, I don't have it equipped. That's right. New character, don't have the torch equipped. Where is it? There it is. Empty pockets. What else would I put in my pocket that would fit? Don't know. Oh, probably another bomb. That's what it seems like here. Yeah, that's what that's about. Alright, let me pull it out. Cool. Alright. Nothing over here. Let me turn off the candles, though. Just cause. You know, no reason not to. I mean, no reason to turn them off, but you know, it's just fun. Footsteps. Here's a corpse.
Against the wall with great force.
Alright. Definitely seems like a Bruxa. Uh-oh. Ominous creaking.
Used this to batter down the grate.
You know, I feel like turning off all the lights just to kind of set the mood better, you know? Light the candles. Play that wham in the background. No. Someone sold Deadpool.
Strength to batter this down.
Maybe it's a mutated Bruxa. A sentient, mutated Bruxa. I still think it's a Striga, though the description doesn't exactly fit.
You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Oh, that's terrifying. Oh gosh, oh gosh, put it away, Geralt.
Lost your nerve?
Okay, hold on. Let's get the black blood. Let's get ready to kill this thing. As well, I'm gonna get the tawny oil here. I see them. I see them. Come on, hit me. Aha, I got him. I think she's gonna do something. There you go. Slow down. The slow down hoedown has begun. I shouldn't get cocky, but you know, this is going pretty well, I think. Oh boy. Alright, hold on. First thing is first. What is she doing? She's chanting. There we go. There we go. Woo! Quick fight. Quick death. That's right. Transform back into your human form.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Wait, so she's not even the monster that's been killing people. There's no way it was just a Bruxa. Yeah, it was a Bruxa that killed all those people out there, but that's not the murder that's been going on. She was looking for the body. And just be the body.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Examine head.
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
Maybe it's not even a beast, just a... Yeah, it's definitely a beast. I was gonna say. A very smart beast. Like a mutant type thing, almost. Examine chest.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
Examine the severed hand.
Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
You're just gonna stuff a severed hand in your back pocket. One that's still alive. What if it like tries to scratch your butt or something, Geralt? That's kind of a terrifying thought. Or tries to like kill you, you know? That hand's just gonna fly out, it's gonna slap you in the face, slap you unconscious, and choke you to death. It's a sentient hand. Come on, man. Don't. You gotta be honest here. Don't take risks. End examination.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
I love murder mystery-esque Geralt. Or any murder mystery quest in this game, I guess. It's just so surprisingly fitting. Like the last two games, yeah, you're doing political intrigue stuff and, you know, you're doing monster hunting and dispelling curses. But this game is like, you have all these murder mystery quests and it's fantastic. I think I mentioned it last episode, but there's the one quest in particular where, a noble gets killed or something, and you have to, you find the murderer there after they've just murdered the noble. So you chase them down through the house, lose track of them, and then it figures out one of the allies you're working with is a monster, like a vampire or whatever, or a fledger or something. Very interesting. That's the cool thing about this, is that it almost seems oddly fitting, and I mean, it's definitely not realistic, but the immersive factor of the world and just how much attention to detail there is with even like the monsters and the details behind them makes it seem that more probable when you figure out, oh, it's a vampire, and oh, that's how he did it, you know, and that it has to be the immersion, you know, that why it makes it so believable and stuff.
Whoa.
It's crazy.